Hello everyone, it's nice to see you again here in our channel, Enchanted, the World is Magical. It was a great day today here, even the situation is a bit difficult these days, having everyone here at home and not working and trying to stay busy. Anyway, I decided to prepare this reading for you today, which is called Do We Have the Magic of Love in Our Life? Sorry. And I prepared these two options here for you today. The first one is this ball of glass in green color. The second one is this little cup that says I love you. And the third one is again the glass ball with this beautiful blue color. And we're talking about love again, because as we always say, when we do this reading from general nature, and they're not specific, they're not with specific details like names and date of birth, we can discuss a lot of different things. But when we talk about work and really that kind of things, an important one as well, not that the love is not important, but what we do in our work and that kind of questions, they can be really taken with great responsibility, and it's good for these topics to be to do the reading as a personal one. So that's why I decided to do another one for the love things, and this one is called Do We Have the Magic of Love in Our Life? And you can choose from one of the options while I'm shuffling the cards, and until I begin, or maybe even after that you can choose. The reading could respond in very big percent, could not be that big as well. It's actually it's all about your intuition, and sometimes people can't be that much focused. So if you see some kind of truth and in this reading, just take it for you. If you don't, maybe try it another time. There is no definite message here. Sometimes people are reading us and they're telling us, oh my God, that option that I choose, it was exactly for me. How did you guess it? Sometimes it can happen. Sometimes it's not that that responding. It's really about the intuition and the energy. So I'm beginning with the first option here, and you take your time to decide. It's good for you if you like. You can visualize about the person or your partner that you're thinking of. You can try to imagine some situation that you've been with him, or some conversation that you had recently, just something that can put you in that kind of frequencies, and to try to dive in the energy. So hopefully you can receive one of these messages here. So I'm gonna put this a bit aside, and I'm starting with the first option. Maybe some of you, for the people that recognize the cards, normally when we finish with all the reading, we don't put a random card here as the last one, because this is magic, this is tarot, and all the cards have energy and they provide information to us. So every time when I finish the reading, because I like happy endings, like I repeated myself all the time and I say that, and I try to see always the positive thing that a card can teach us. I'm not gonna twist here anything, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what the cards are telling us, but I always try to find a good and positive solution for every scenario, because every time, no matter what's happening in our life, we can try and we can find the strength and to right approach to manage the things. And I do believe, I always believe in it, that we can try and find a real solution. And that's why I always choose, and I believe all my colleagues are doing it, I always choose to leave a really great card here as the ending. So if you see here, we have 10 of Cups. This is the card of the family, and all the person can imagine as a person of happiness. And these people, they have their baby here, and they elder son, I think, and their food, and their cat is sleeping, and it's all sunny and green, and they're in love. So really, I really like to have that kind of messages for the people, and while I'm trying to help. So I'm beginning with the questions here. We are asking the cards today, do we have the magic of love in our life? Do we have the magic of love in our life? We're asking the cards about these two persons here, about their relationship. What are their dreams, their hopes, their fears? What's gonna be in their relationship, and do they have the magic of love in their life? Okay. The first question is, how do I feel in this relationship? The second one is, what's my partner's feelings? The third one is, what can I expect from you? Wishes, hopes, dreams. The next one is, what can you expect from me? The next one is, what is the main thing that connects here the partners? What are the strongest sides of the partners that's holding them together in the couple? What are the weakest sides of this partnership? And the last one is development in the future in 1 year. All right. We're asking the cards here about the second option. Do we have the magic of love in our life? We're asking the cards about this relationship of these two persons. What are their dreams, their fears, hopes, wishes? And we're asking the cards, do they have the magic of love in their life? Okay, how do I feel in this relationship? What's the partner's feelings? What can I expect from you as wishes, hopes, dreams, fears? What can you expect from me? What is the main thing here that connects the partners? What are the strongest sides of the partners that holds the partnership together? What are the weakest sides of the partners? And development in the future of the relationship for 1 year. And the last one is, you can see the previous one, I left the card of the world, which is a great card. It's a representation of everything new that can happen in our life, and that's not a random card. It's a major arcana, and it represents all the new beginning that the universe is giving us because we achieved it and we worked for it. And this is our present from the universe because we were actually quite good in resolving everything in our life, dealing with situation, and doing everything in order for us to be better persons and to go up and up in the spiritual levels. And here I left the card of the lovers. It's again a major arcana, the card of the lovers. It's the representation of the family as well, and the great happy couple that they have everything together. So all happy cards. And we're asking the cards here the same question. Do we have the magic of love in our life? We're asking the cards here about this 2 persons, they're having relationship, and what's gonna be in their relationship in the next 1 year. What are their dreams, hopes, fears, and do they have the magic of love in their life? The first question is, how do I feel in this relationship? What's the partner's feelings? What can I expect from you as wishes, hopes, dreams? What can you expect from me? What is the main thing that connects the partners? What are the strongest sides of the partners that holds the relationship together? What are the weakest sides of the partners that they need discussion to resolve the problems? And the last one is development and future for the relationship in 1 year. Okay, people, so this is the first option here today for this reading that I'm doing, and it's called, do we have the magic of love in our life? And these are the first cards I'm about to tell you what's happening here in this first option. The first two cards here we have, and the question here is, how do I feel in this relationship? And these are the cards that are responding for the person who is watching this video. You're in this very interesting relationship. Looking at the rest of the cards, it's really interesting situation. And you're in this position as this King of Swords, that you're the representation of the person who is very smart. He acts normally by his mind. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it. He's very good with words. He knows how to achieve things and making plans. He's very good at decisions. He's very insightful, and normally he acts with his mind. This person, he never hesitates to do something if he needs to do it. And he has this mighty sword, which can tell us that this person could be, as we said, with sharp mind, also with sometimes with very sharp words. So that kind of person, he never hesitates to have a battle and to be in an argument, and normally normally he wins it because he knows how to deal with things, and normally because he's very clever, he could be right. And here we have the other card that is telling us about your situation. We have 8 of Cups here. And this is the card where the person doesn't feel very happy at this relationship. And he has here on his table this 8 cups full with emotions and affections. And because there are not 10 of them, because in smaller arcana we have the highest number of 10. And the 10 cups, it will be a representation of the full happiness. So this person has 8 of them here, and this person doesn't feel that he's really happy and content. So his decision could be to leave this situation. So comparing these two cards, you could be in a position that you're having a lot of arguments in your relationship, a lot of battles, and a lot of rough discussions with your partner about a lot of stuff. Could be a different position in life about a lot of stuff, and you're actually giving a lot of energy to all this situation, and at the end you don't feel quite happy in it, so you're thinking of leaving it. And in this card, normally we say that here, if the person takes the decision to leave, it will be a very determined decision, and if he wants to stay, it's only his wish, and nobody can make him to do that. If only the person wants to stay, then he will stay. The next two cards that we have is going to tell us about your partner or the person you're thinking of. We have 2 major arcanas here, and a lot of things are happening in your life at this moment. We have the cards of the star, number 17, the major arcana, and the previous one, the number 16, major arcana, the card of the tower. By these 2 cards, I can tell you that you had a lot, and you still have a lot in your relationship, a lot of dreams, a lot of hopes, a lot of magic in your life, and a lot of feelings, but somehow at this point all these dreams, they seem to be in your distant future. and you still dream of all this. A lot of it, you have it in your present as well, but something big happened and you have the tower here which collapsed. And by this card I can tell you that this could be a very sudden event in your life. I think something happened, and looking at the rest of the cards, and you're in a position that you don't know what to do exactly, because the things are crashing, and all you can think is how to save something from what's left, and what's gonna be, and what is happening, and how all this happened and why. And because this card here as a representation of the big dreams and hopes of the humankind in general, we can say that it's taking a lot from the negative energy here from the tower. So we can say that you feel some kind, you feel all this negative energy, but the dreams and the hopes are still in your present, and they're still in your agenda. The next two cards are going to answer us the question, what can you expect from me? So what your partner can expect from you, the person who is watching this video. You have the major arcana of the lovers here, number 6, which is the representation of the family and the great connection you two have. And everything great in your family as a harmony and contribution together. And you have the next one, which is 4 of Pentacles, which represents the energy of the person that is a bit alone. He's isolated and he's thinking of saving money. I think due to situation that you're having, and all the troubles that you're into, it's quite normal for the person here to feel this way. So what your partner can expect from you is to see you a bit isolated, not want to talk about, taking time for you to save yourself, and to feel more balanced as well, and to save money, not to spend a lot of money for things that you don't need at this moment, and still taking care about the family and thinking about everything that is good for it. Actually, all this saving here and not want to talk and isolation, I think this is your way to contribute to this family, because arguing all the time and having fights, we all know it doesn't gonna get you in something really greater. So I think this is a very wise position here. The next two cards are going to tell us what your partner, what can you expect from your partner. Your partner is in a situation where he feels that major change is coming to your life, and he's trying to realize and to listen the signs from the universe. Questions like, why this is happening to us now? What did we do to deserve it? Why we did it this way, and why it's happening to us? This kind of questions, actually, by the card of the Judgment Day, which is a major arcana as well, you have a couple of them here in this reading, can tell you that your partner is listening to and trying to see the signs from the universe and what's telling him, because you need to stay awake. You need to understand what's the situation that you're in, what got you into this, and how you need to proceed to get you out of this. And the next card that we have here is a great card, Six of Wands, which is the card of the winner, of the person that he is victorious. He knows how to fight his battles. He could be at war, but when he is returning, the people are cheering him and giving him a lot of applause, and he is a hero. So your partner, he feels this mixed feelings, which is a great energy here to be in. How can I listen from the signs from the universe to the signs from the universe and be victorious and keep our family together? And the next two cards are telling us what is the main thing that connects the partners. We have here Two of Wands and Page of Wands. It's very clear message here. I think, and I'm quite sure actually, that you have kids or a kid, and you're trying to find a way how to stay together and resolve your differences in order to keep your family together and to raise your child together. Because normally this card, the Page of Wands, could be representation of our children, because they are very emotional, they're very fragile, and they really need our care. And here by this card, Two of Wands, we have the person who is trying to decide which way to go and what to do, and he hasn't decided yet, but he's doing a lot of thinking, and he's really putting himself out there to understand and to achieve something as a solution in order to protect his child. So this is the main thing that connects you here, and this is a great thing actually, because you're two grown-up persons that you love each other. You have your difficulties, and they are big ones, I can see that, but you have your family and you're wise people, and you will find a way to protect your family and to raise your child as a couple. The next two cards here is going to answer us what's the strongest side of the partners. You had a battle, you had some kind of betrayal here by this card, Seven of Swords. This card is the representation of the betrayal and the knife in the back. And this betrayal normally comes from the people that they're in a very inner circle, and from the closest people that are to us. And Four of Cups, the card of the depression and a lot of sorrow and pain, where people are thinking what I had in my past was the best, and I want to be in it, and I don't want to look at the present, and I'm feeling sorry, and why this is happening to me. This is the explanation here of the cards, and I think this is not your strongest side, but it's the real situation, looking all of the cards, which is quite normal for you to be in this position. So whatever happened in the past, whatever the betrayal is, and the difficulties and the battles here, the universe is giving you another cup full with a lot of great energy and love and affection. And the card is telling you, please try to see what the universe is giving you, because you still have a lot in your present, and you can have it. And the next two cards are going to tell us what are the weakest sides of the partners here that they need to discuss and in order to resolve their problems. By these two cards, I can tell you that you may be in a situation that you left your original country and you could be abroad in some foreign country, because this card is the representation of the immigration, where the people in this family, they had a lot of unresolved issues, a lot of problems that they had in their past, and they were trying constantly to resolve all these matters and to achieve something, but they couldn't. So that's why they decide to leave, leaving behind the past, starting all over again. And this is the card here that is telling us that by this card you could be very far away from your origin country and living with your family in a very distant one. So if you're in this position, or the other explanation of the card here is that you didn't go abroad, you just left your past behind you, and you were trying to resolve all the problems that you have by moving in another town or another place, something with moving away from all this past and problems. And here you have it's a great card. We have Ace of Wands. It's all the new things in our life, the new beginnings, achieving great new things, a lot of sexual desire and energy, new kids if you have in the family, everything that you can create and to be brand new, and everything great in your life as achievements. So I think everything is going to be good with you people. And the last two cards that we have here, and the last question, development in the future for the relationship in 1 year, we have the card of the Empress and the card of the Temperance. They are both major arcanas, and the message here is quite clear. You're gonna need all the patience that you need in your life to resolve all your differences and stay on the bright side. I can see by this card from the Empress that the woman in this relationship is going to hold the things all together and to be the strongest one, because this is the representation of the mother, of the fertility and everything that we can recognize as happiness and as a family here. And by this card, the universe will give you all the good things that you were working for. Just you need to wait for some time to pass, and it will be in your future. Just stay together. And if you're a woman here and you're watching this video, you will be the strongest person here in this relationship. And we always said, even as a joke, that in one partnership, when people are together and they believe each other, we have a saying in our country that the man is the head, but the woman is the neck of the relationship. And even if we tell this as a joke, sometimes if you can trust your partner and if you can see through his eyes, you can be really victorious as the person here in this card. Your partner wants to be victorious and he wants to achieve all your dreams and hopes. So if you're a man and you're watching this video and you're in this situation that I'm explaining here, please try to trust your woman, your wife, your partner. she really knows what to do, and she's loving and caring, and please try to stay together. You will resolve all your differences, and the universe will give you all this with all this hard work that both of you need to do. And this is really happy ending, and I can tell you that here the card of the Star and the card of the Lovers, the card of the Empress, the card of the Judgment Day, these are all family cards in tarot, and you really do have your kids or child. I don't know if it's a singular or plural, but you really do have all people, and I'm really happy for you. There are things in life sometimes happening that we can feel betrayal and a lot of pain and sorrow, but at the end you will have everything because you do have it and you will work for it. And this is really, really great energy, and I'm really happy to see all these cards together here, and I'm really happy. No matter how difficult it is, it will pass. I promise, you'll see. And this is the cards about the second option. I'm gonna move this here for you to see more clearly here. The second option with the little cup that says I love you. For those of you that they chose this option, I'm beginning with the first cards here. It's going to answer the question, how do I feel in this relationship? And these are the cards for the person who is watching this video. We have two cards here. One is Five of Cups and the other one is Queen of Cups. It's all cups, as you can see. In cups in tarot we have feelings. This is the representation of this sign. And you are a person, no matter what, or no matter a woman or a man, that you're feeling sorry about your past. You're in a quite difficult situation in your present days, that you feel a lot of sorrow and a lot of pain in your soul. You're actually sitting at home probably at this time and having a couple of drinks and thinking why did it all happen and how I got here and why it's happening to me. This is the energy of this card. People are feeling really sorry, looking in their past, and they can't bear the thoughts of the present because they don't feel good and they are not happy. And here we have this card of the Queen of the Cups. She's a very emotional lady. She's a mother normally, and she's very she has this very strong intuition and empathy. So normally she feels a lot, and she's quite compassionate, and she knows how to respond to all the pain and happiness in other people's lives. So if you're close to this person, and if you feel happy, she will be happy for you. If you feel sorrow, she will be empathetic and she will feel the same for you and with you. That kind of representation of the person we have here. So you're in a quite difficult situation, that you don't feel happy in your present days, and you're looking at the past, feeling sorry about it. And the next two cards are going to tell us about your partner or the person you're thinking of. He doesn't feel very much different from you. Actually, I think he feels a bit more bad than you do. because he has here 10 of Swords and the major arcana of the Judgment Day, number 20 in Tarot, and it's a quite heavy energy here. Your partner thinks that he's very exhausted and he feels nearly death emotionally, and he doesn't have a will or strength to do any more battles or to have an argument. And looking at the rest of the cards, I think wherever you had as a difficult position, you now have the consequences from it. And this is the situation of your partner. He's thinking actually the same, how I got here, and he's trying to see the signs from the universe, because here by this card, the major arcana, we have the great archangel that is coming from the sky, and he's telling the people, please wake up and listen to the signs that I'm giving you. If you learned your lessons, I'm gonna give you the present that you deserve and you worked for. And you can see here people are standing from their graves and they're actually waking up in this literal meaning, listening from the signs from the sky, from the God, and from God, sorry. And actually it's not very easy situation for your partner as well. I don't know what happened between you two, but I think it's a lot, and you both feel that it's very heavy these days. The next two cards is going to answer us. What can I expect from you? What can you expect from your partner? We have two cards here, 7 of Cups and 4 of Cups. Again, we're talking about cups almost everywhere. Cups and Swords, so we have feelings and a lot of words that can harm us and hurt us, and battles. So what can you expect? Apparently this person, he's living in some kind of a dream, and he's thinking some things that I really don't know if they are true or not, but he's thinking and he's having this illusions, these mixed feelings that he cannot proceed in this relationship, not in this manner, not in this way, because here again we have the card of the sorrow and looking at the past, and the universe is giving us a new cup filled with love and joy, but we can't see it because we're looking at the past and everything that was good in our life. So this is what you can expect from your partner. You can see him feeling sorry as you are, and living in some kind of a dream and illusion, not knowing where he are. Maybe it's I think it's hard for him to realize what is happening, and it's hard for him to understand it, to have clear understanding about the situation. I think this is the representation of this card here, and this is his perspective of the things. The next two cards are going to show us what your partner can expect from you. We have 8 of Swords here and Knight of Swords. Again, Swords, as I told you. And you feel a lot of fear in your life at this moment. By this card, 8 of Swords, this is the representation of the great fears in our life. And as you see, this person here, she is surrounded with swords, and she's bound her arms and her eyes, but she's standing here on her ground in front of her home, none of these swords are piercing her, and she can free herself. It's not a big deal, she can do it, but because her eyes are covered, she cannot see where she is. It's all dark around her, and she doesn't have any perspective of what's going on. And by this card, I can tell you that here the fears, they're exaggerated, and normally the person can feel a lot more fear than the normal situation, because the person here in this energy, he doesn't know what's happening really. If he free himself from this rope, and he if you want to see, he can undo here the blockage in the eyes. He can see that everything is clear and good, and nobody's doing a harm here. So what you need to do by this card here is to try to see what's happening in your life, and try to stay away from the drama, if I may put it this way, and to understand that you can achieve a lot of things. Because here this guy, the Knight of Swords, he is with very sharp mind. He knows where he goes, and he's victorious. He never lost a battle. So you can do it. You can act in your situation, and you can achieve a lot of things. Just you need to be free from your fears, and you can see the things clearly. And the next two cards are going to answer us. What is the main thing that connects here the partners? We have two major arcanas here, the card of the Temperance and the card of the Fool, which is the card 0 in Tarot. What I can say by these two cards here is that some of you, or maybe both of you, in these relations are a bit immature. Some of you could act a bit more like a person that is very young by the spirit, and with not very clear decisions. And if you have something in your mind today, you could have something really different tomorrow, and you can go on your road just like thinking, yes, I'm gonna win, yes, I'm gonna do it, but you don't know really what you're going to achieve, because you don't know, you don't see your path, but you're willing to. This could be your situation in the relationship in general. And the card of the Temperance here is telling you that if you're that kind of partners, and if you have that kind of very immature and young desires, and please try to grow a little bit more. Try to rise above everyday wishes and constantly wanting something new, and be a bit more mature. And if you want to be hasty, please don't. Please take it a bit slow, because the card is telling you here the things will come to your life when it's the right time. And by the right time here, we say that it's the time that is right for the universe. And the K word here is that if we think that something is true, or it's about the time to come in our life, it doesn't have to be equal what the universe is thinking about this matter. Because I'm sure that most of you will agree with me, the universe knows his best. And wherever our plans are, or wherever our feelings are, the universe has this general agenda, and you cannot be, you have to be agree with me here on this point, that in every plan that we make, something can crash, something can be really not the way we're thinking it, but the universe will try to give us the good way. Sometimes we can be in a hurry for our work, and we can miss the bus in a schedule, but that actually could be protecting us from something. For some people, this could be something foolish that I'm saying, but I've been in hundreds in that kind of situation, and I know what I'm talking about. And please, when the universe is telling you something, be patient. I will give you the right thing for you. Just you need to be patient, and you need to work for it. You need to grow a little bit more. You need to be ready for something when I'm giving you, for you to be ready to achieve it. Because if you stay that kind of immature person, and you don't value actually a lot of things in your life, and you can throw it away in a childish way, what's the point that I'm giving you something now if you don't appreciate it? You see, this is something really important here. And the next two cards that we have here is going to answer us what are your strongest side in this partnership, the things that are holding you together in the couple. We have here two a bit different cards. One is the Knight of the Cups, and the other one is Nine of Pentacles. I think these are your cards, for one for each partner. This could be both of you. So one of you could be this very young by the spirit person, or young as age could be as well, full with a lot of love and inspiration in his life, and he's very romantic. He's searching for love and music, and a lot of new desires and hopes and dreams. And normally he can very persuasive, and he could be a good lover, and he knows how to talk in a very beautiful and romantic way. But he actually also could be very immature, and he can be you don't have a real stability with this guy, because he's some kind in the sky sometimes, and he's just wishing and hoping, but what he's doing, that's another point. And here we have this next card, Nine of Pentacles, which is the representation of the person who is alone, and he's working, and he's achieving a lot of stuff by his own, and he could be quite content and really happy by his achievements, and he doesn't need a partner to do so. So I think if this is the representations of the two partners that I'm talking about here, this could be your scenario. This could be two persons that the universe brought together, and they are really having some kind of troubles to be together, and to stay in this relationship by working and having all these feelings, and just be together. And the next two cards here that we have, what are the weakest sides of the partners? I have a couple of scenarios here, because both these cards are telling me that either you with this person, you are in a foreign country, or you have some thoughts to do it, and you're deciding it, or you have decided, and could be that kind of problems that you have between each other, or survival in this situation, and the foreign country could be the biggest problem here, and the problem that you're having these days. Anyway, in these two cards, you will have a solution. you'll have your talks between you two. You will have this understanding. If you're in a foreign country, I think you will take the decision to go back home whenever the reasons, because here is the family that they had problems, and they decided to leave, and they are in a foreign country. And here we have three of wands, where the decision is made and the road is clear and people know what to do, and they are going in this road. And here as a final cards, development in the future for the next 1 year, we have these two cards, Six of Wands and Three of Cups, which is clearly saying that you're coming home, because this is the card of the person who is coming home after battle. And here we have the card of the family celebrations and big events, which is could be your scenario. You could be in a foreign country having a lot of difficulties and problems, and as we all know here now these days, the situation due to all these viruses and etc. is really really intense, and people don't know how to survive. So you will find a way for you to decide what to do, and somehow, some way, you will decide to go back. You will go back to your home, and you will feel victorious, actually, because here by this card we're having person that they're coming from war, and they're heroes, and they achieve a lot of things, and people are greeting them. And you will have your celebration and your family holiday, and you will feel really, really good. And all these cards, they are responding with these two cards that I spent so much time talking about them. I hope it was interesting for you, because here by the card of the Fool and the people that they are young and immature, this is the card also of the lucky people, and whatever they decide to do, and it doesn't matter how immature they are, somehow in very unimaginable way and magical way, the things at the end, they're really happy for them, and they're really the luckiest people in tarot. Because they could behave like children and they don't know what to do, but at the end everything is good. And with all these blessings given from the universe, I think you will have your good ending. So I can tell you really that 1 year from now the things will be much brighter and much happier. So please, people, stay together. Just it's a tough situation. It will pass, I'm telling you. And here as a last card, I see that the cards are giving me the card, it's a major arcana. Everything will be good, and everything will be fine. And just keep hoping and keep dreaming. It will come to you. I'm sorry. And this is the last and final option for today. I'm gonna move these cards here. I'm not really sick. I just have this a little bit cold, and I'm really okay. And it's important to say it these days, because I don't talk much about this coronavirus, because the news feed is really flooded with all the news and everything. But these are really tough times, and we need to keep our health, and so, and for you, stay healthy. So we're doing this reading today for this third and final option. And the title here is, do we have the magic of love in our life? And I'm beginning with the first two cards here. that are going to answer. How do I feel in this relationship? The person who is watching this video. You're in a situation where you depend on your family somehow, and you receive a lot of help, financial and any other help from your family and the people that are close to you, your inner circle. And this could be something that they can do for you on a daily basis, or supporting you and helping you. Or you could have by this card here, because we have here 10 of Pentacles and this is Ace of Pentacles, you could have in your present days or your near future, you could have possibilities for your inheritance. This is the representation of this card, and it's a big money here. Also, you can have really big raise on your salary, but we are not talking here about money that actually you worked for it. This is something as a bonus. This is something could be unexpected, something that is really something that universe is giving you as this hand of God that is giving you all this big money. So this is your position. You're with your family at home probably, and you feel that kind of need to receive help from your parents or family in larger meaning of the world. And the next two cards, they are for your partner or the person you're thinking of. His situation is a bit different. Here we have 9 of Cups and 3 of Cups. You're in a situation where you're bothered for money and you need help. And here your partner, he feels actually quite happy and content by his own. And he's having a lot of joy in his life. He's having his parties and meeting friends, having drinks, probably having another person in his life. Because the representation of this card is a lot of parties with friends, and also triangles in the relationship. And here a 9 of the Cups, we have a person. If you can see him from near perspective, he's quite content and happy. You can see his position, he is locked in his hands, and he has 9 cups full with everything. And if we say that in smaller arcana, the most and the biggest card we have number 10, he has almost 10, he has 9. And by this card, the person here can be really in a relationship, but to feel alone in it, and he could not need a partner to be in. And he could feel actually really happy alone in this relationship. And I think this is the scenario here. The next two cards is going to answer us. What can I expect from you? So the person who is watching this video, what can you expect from your partner? You're dealing with a person that he has very strong personality. You have two cards here, 2 kings. They are very mighty. King of Swords and King of Cups. So the first card here, the King of Swords, he's very smart. He never hesitates to do something if he wants to. He has this ability sometimes to twist everything in his benefit, and he's very educated. He knows how to talk. People are following him because he knows what to do and how to do it. And he's quite a strong material actually, and he's the scariest from all of the kings, because actually with him I don't know if you can win a battle here. And here this king of cups, he's very content and happy, and he's really liking to have a lot of feelings and a lot of love in his life. And actually, if we add these two cards here, the person that you have in your life is very very decisive. He likes to have a joy and love in his life, no matter how he gets it. If he wants, he can do it. And this person actually, he could like to have a couple of drinks every day as well. So he knows how to enjoy his life, but the unfortunate thing is that he's doing it alone, while we have you here struggling for some kind of financial things and relying to your family or your parents or your brothers and sisters to help you. I don't see you too much connected in every level here, but we'll see the rest of the cards, what can tell us. The next two cards is what can you expect from me, or your partner, what can expect from you, the person who is watching this video. You have a lot of love and affection for this person, and I can tell you why, looking at the rest of the cards. And I'm gonna tell you, you have this great love for him, and I'm quite sure you have children with this person or kid. And this is Ace of Cups and Page of Cups. You have a lot of cups here, a lot of feelings, a lot of desires and dreams and hopes. It's a good thing if they're for both of you and they're shared. And so you have a lot of love and affection for this person, and you truly believe that this is your big love, and at least you have this big love for him, and you're giving it to this person, and you're taking care of this kid, and you're trying to be happy. The next two cards that we have, what is the main thing that connects the partners? Actually, here the real story begins. We have two cards here, Three of Pentacles and the Devil, which is a major arcana in tarot. And these two cards, it's a very big message for you. You have a lot of things in your relationship that are holding you together in a very toxic way. And the representation of the Devil here can tell you that you could have a lot of manipulation in your relationship, a lot of lies, a lot of unfair situations, because you see, the Devil bound these two persons, Adam and Eve, in chains. And you can have a lot of things here in this relationship. You can have, and for sure, I'm sure you have, a lot of sex, a lot of powerful emotions, but also you can have manipulation, and one of the persons is very dominant, and one of the person could be not that much respecting for your freedom or your wishes, and he can dominate you on that level that you feel very dependent, and you can't have your decisions. You need to discuss everything with him, and you need to ask actually to do something. And he can rule you with all this magic and power and sexual energy, and all these emotions, can fill your heart with it. And actually you can feel that you're obligated to do something just because your partner uh, told you so. And if you feel that kind of connection, and you feel that you don't have your free will to do something, that could be a real sign that it's a toxic connection and you need to do something. And this is the next card. It's the representation of the people who needs to work on their relationship in a very practical and material way. Or this could be a representation of the way your partner treats you, like with arguing with you, and achieving stuff in a very material and practical way, not giving you love, just giving you a lot of sex and a lot of these powerful messages that you are actually intoxicated by it. You need to think on this situation, because could be a couple of scenarios here. I don't know what's your situation exactly, but I can tell you that if you try, because I've seen it in a lot of scenarios in readings and in life, if you resolve all your toxic relationship here, and if you try to rise above everything that's killing you, actually, emotional and in every way, you can keep all the excitement and a lot of sex stuff and powerful desires, and you can have really great, very intense sexual and loving partnership without the toxic one, if you know what I mean. If you can work out all this toxic energy and make it go away, you can stay in this very tight relationship where you don't know where you're ending and your partner is beginning. That kind of very tight relationship. It could be really something great, but you need to understand what's your situation and your position. The next two cards we have is going to answer what are the strongest sides of these partners, that they're holding them together in a couple. We have two cards here. They're very, very clear about this situation. One of the partners is constantly needing to have a solitude and to have some kind of peace and to meditate in order to feel safe and recovering. And the other one is behaving like he is the person of the law in this family, and he's giving the orders and he's calling the shots, and the final word is his. And I think from all the things that I told you here, we all know who's who. And I think you're dealing here with very strong personality, that he can have a very, actually very big position in his life as a job in society. He could be a politician. He could be somebody really really big as a position and influence. And dealing with that kind of partner, it's really not very easy to achieve a balance. And again, with the card of the devil here, it's really a big warning from the cards here. Try to see the situation clear if you're in a toxic relationship, because these two cards here suggest that it might be it. And please look for the signs. And the next two cards are going to tell us what are the weakest sides of the partners here that they need to be discussed and resolve the problems. We have two very heavy cards here, Nine of Swords and Two of Swords. The first one, Nine of Swords, is telling us that the person is nearly dead emotionally, and he barely has the strength to get up from his bed, and he feels exhausted, very much in pain. And the second card here is telling us that the person can't decide which way to go. And it's a very tough situation here, because you maybe feel some desperation, and actually I think you feel lack of energy to deal with everything, and that's why you don't have the energy even to decide which way to go and what to do, because even thinking of it, it's making you feel more tired and tired. And there's no solution here by this card, because it's telling us that you don't know what to do and which way to go. The description here of this situation is that if you go one way, you can chop your head. If you move another way, you can chop your partner's head with these two mighty swords. But you really can't decide, and I really understand it from all the situation and all the cards. And that's why I'm gonna put this down, because this is really heavy energy and it makes me tired as well. The last two cards here, development and the future for the relationship in the next 1 year. Why I said that you need to look to the signs, because we have the three biggest and mightiest cards in tarot about the law and the energy. We have the Magician, the Devil, and the Emperor. And believe me, the combination of three of them is really scary. And here, and this person, wherever he decides, he can do it, no matter what. And here you have a lot of major arcanas, which says that the situation is really, really difficult, and the things are really big. And actually the only good thing here in this solution that we have is the card of the Star, which is really, really strong as energy. And normally we say that if we have the card of the Star, it can neglect all the negativity from the rest of the cards, because this guy here, the Magician, he can do everything. He wills all the energies that we have in our planet, the feelings, the mind, the words, all the magic. And if he can do something, he'll never hesitate. He manipulates. He can be very loving today and quite cold tomorrow. He can be fooling you just to achieve his own stuff. He is a magician. He can do whatever he likes. And with the card of the Devil, with the toxic relationship, with the card of the Emperor, the law that we all know that is above all of us, the only thing that is good here is the card of the Star. This is the card of all our dreams and hopes and wishes and everything bright and good. And I really think I'm gonna put all these cards here like this. I really wish this will be a good thing for you to try to, the universe will try to keep you, and for you to be good and to be safe, and to really stay on the good side with this very complex partner that you have as a magician, devil, and emperor. It's really big combination. The people that they know about tarot, they will understand me. So I wish you really luck. And the last card that I have here is the card of the soulmates. You will stay together with this person because you have a lot of love for him, and you really love him, and you really feel that he's your soulmate, and you really feel everything good for him, and you know him for a long time. This relationship is for a long time. This is the card about the people that we know from our past, and they are our soulmate, and we can share everything together with them. We're really happy with them, and I really wish you to be that kind of scenario, and to be good ending for you. And I wish look for all the three options, and for everyone that is with us and is watching this this video in our channel. Thank you for your time and for being here with me today. I hope if I help you, I really will be glad and will be happy. Please, people, stay connected in our channel. We're doing a lot of readings for you for free as a representation of our work. And I'm Freya, and I'm doing the readings in English in this channel. I have a colleague that she's the owner actually of the channel, and the creator of everything. And I want to give her again my thanks for this great chance to work with her. Her name is Manon, and she's doing all the readings in our original language, which is Bulgarian. We are from Bulgaria, people. And possibly in the next couple of weeks, we'll have another colleague. She's going to do readings in Spanish. So we're expanding our work, and we're trying to be here for you, and to represent different readings in different languages for you to choose. So if you like this reading and you find something interesting in my words, I will be glad. And as I said in the beginning, if you like to order personal reading, which could be specifically for you with your specific details like small name and your date of birth, I can make you a personal reading with personal questions that you can discuss it with me, how to be formulated, and yes. So if you like to contact me, you can do it by my email, which is enchantedfreya@gmail.com, and these details are written in the description here in the video. So again, thank you for your time, and you're welcome again in our channel. I will be glad to do different readings for you, and I'm gonna do that in the next couple of days as well. So see you another time as well. Bye.